It is mac and cheese week. All this week, we are taking your mac and cheese game to the next level. Today, Sonia Wong is here with her variations. Hey, Sonia.
Hi.
How are you?
Thanks for having me.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for coming, and thank you for getting the blue memo.
Oh, you look fabulous.
We nailed it. I'm so excited. So you've got two recipes that kind of build on each other, right?
Yes.
So what are we starting with?
Okay, so the first thing we're gonna make is a baked mac and cheese with a charred poblano in the sauce. That's gonna just infuse everything with a little bit of smokiness and just a little bit of that sweet heat.
I love that. Amazing. Okay, so what are we starting with?
Okay, of course we want a poblano, and really they kind of give their best when they're deeply roasted. So we're gonna oil this guy up and place it on a baking sheet, and then if you can just stick that under the broiler until it's really charred and blistered. And you do want to be kind of patient with that. It takes about 15 to 30 minutes to get a really, really nice deep char, right? Depending on how high your broiler temperature goes.
Mine's closer to the 30.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. She takes a long time.
But of course, if you have a grill outside, you can do it on the grill. Or if you have a gas oven, a gas stove, you can also do it on an open flame. Those are the different options, right? And this one, once you take it out of the oven, you cover it up and then let it kind of steam in its own heat, right? And then that really puckers up all the skin and makes it super easy to pull off, right?
Yeah, it's you almost want it to blow up like a balloon and then deflate like a balloon.
That's a good way to explain it.
But
and
this is so simple.
And you can see how papery pepper skin gets when you cook it, which is why we want to remove all of that before we add it into the dish.
Honestly, this is one of my favorite jobs in the kitchen, is peeling like a roasted pepper.
It's kind of like really satisfying.
It is. It scratches that like monkey part of my brain.
I was thinking like popping a pimple.
Yes, I know. It's like oh, but it's also like this is nice. Yeah. All right. So we've got this.
Yes, and we're gonna want to pull the stem off as well, which comes off very easily.
Perfect. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we open that up, and I usually like to look for see if there's any big pieces of white membrane in there,
like
which
these
we want
guys.
to pull out. Yeah. Because they tend to be a little bit on the bitter side. Yeah, we take that off, and then just use the back of the knife and just, take off some of the seeds. It doesn't have to be so meticulously done. Some of the seeds in this whole dish is not gonna be noticeable at all.
I'm not mad at them. They give a little bit of extra heat, and I like that little bit of extra heat.
Yeah.
All right.
So we want to keep that. So if you can give that a little bit of a rough chop.
Perfect.
Yeah, then I'll go over here and start the sauce.
Amazing.
So in this pot, we've got the roux that's already cooked with some milk until it's slightly thickened. So that's going to be the base of the sauce.
Beautiful.
For the mac and cheese. And then, of course, we want to hit it with some seasoning. We're going to do salt, some pepper, as much as you like.
See, this is where anytime I make a mac and cheese, I never do the pepper. I have firm opinions, and I'm like, I'll eat it, but I'm always like, I'll hold back on the pepper.
Yeah? Well, you can go little, but as I said. Actually, my kids don't love black pepper either, so I tend to go really light on that.
Oh, what just went in?
Okay, so I didn't say anything, but I did it behind your back, sorry. This is smoked paprika and also some Dijon mustard, which is always nice in a mac and cheese.
It cuts through the richness, and I love that smoked paprika because it's kind of like the bacon of your spice cupboard.
Oh my God, you are so right.
Yeah.
And then if that's ready, we can add that into the sauce.
Coming on through.
And that's gonna so yummy.
Oh my gosh. This little bit, the thing is with peppers, and I know your daughter told you this, and I've always thought it was neat. Peppers, the bigger they are, typically, the less spicy they are.
Yeah. And that's why, this is actually a great pepper to start off with. It's even only like about half as spicy as a jalapeno pepper.
Oh, okay.
So my children, they're 10 and 12, and they will eat this pepper.
Yeah.
It's no problem.
See?
Yeah.
We're getting them spicy young. Yeah.
And then lastly, we're gonna add in the cooked macaroni.
Ooh, and of course,
cheese.
Yeah,
we need cheese. We need to cheese up this mac and cheese. So we're holding back one bowl of the shredded cheese for the topping, and then we're gonna add in the rest of the cheese right now into the sauce.
Okay, so what is this one?
I think this one is the mozzarella. We've got 3 kinds of cheese. Mozzarella for stretch, some sharp cheddar because I love the flavor of sharp cheddar.
Love a sharp cheddar.
And on theme, we're gonna add some Monterey Jack cheese as well.
A little bit of heat.
Yeah.
I love a 3 cheese mac. Who decided
3? I
was gonna say 3 is 3 times better than 1, for sure.
Now we're gonna add the macaroni that I was talking about. This has been cooked 1 minute less than al dente because we're gonna be baking it, so we don't want it to be mushy.
Yes.
And once you turn everything in the sauce and get it nice and coated,
you can eat it just like this.
You could, you definitely could.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna transfer it into a baking dish.
Beautiful.
Where it's going to go into a 375-degree oven.
I got you.
Yeah.
Teamwork.
please.
Anytime I'm scraping something into a dish, I always am like, why don't we have third hands?
I know, that would be so useful
It really
in
would.
life.
Beautiful. Oh my God, look at that cheese.
Yes, and then we've got that last cup of cheese that we're gonna add to the top.
All right.
So as I said, 375 in the oven, uncovered. Bake it for about 25 to 30 minutes or until it's all bubbly, the cheese is melty, and the little edges are nice and crisp and brown.
Oh my gosh, guys, you can't even, I can't even deal with how good this mac and cheese looks. All right, let's get this baby. Oh my gosh. This is excellent. What an excellent day, Sonia. Look at that mac and cheese. Now, Sonia, that's a big mac and cheese. And in my house, we would definitely be able to eat it all. But what would we do if we had any leftover mac and cheese? Just say that was a thing.
Yeah, let's pretend there's leftover mac and cheese. We sometimes will have. I have little kids, so we do have some leftover. And what we like to do with leftover mac and cheese is to make them into fried mac and cheese bites. So the reason why you want to use leftovers is because you want to give the mac and cheese a chance to solidify in the fridge until it's firm like this, and then we can cut them into cubes.
Oh, perfect. Oh, okay, I need to calm down.
And then once we've got the cubes going, what we're gonna do is just take it through a classic breading process with some flour, shake it off, some egg, shake that off, and then coat it in some panko breadcrumbs.
Perfect, and like, look at that little cube. So basically it's a toss in.
Yeah.
And then so how do you like to fry these babies?
So we do have options to do that. We could certainly deep fry it. I tend to not deep fry at home personally, but you can also shallow fry, which just means like using only enough oil in the pan to come up halfway up the side of the cube. And then you can fry one side and flip it over and then fry the other. And you just end up using a lot less oil that way. I like doing things that way.
Yeah.
But the third option, which actually is my favorite now that I have an air fryer, is definitely air frying these guys.
Oh.
They come out so good.
You pop them in, spray them with a little bit of nonstick?
That's right, a little bit of oil on them, 360 I like to do it at, 5 minutes, take it out, spray it again, and then pop it back in for another 5 minutes, and it's done.
And we end up, oh my God, with these little babies. Look at those golden brown little mac and cheese fried bites. Now, I cannot wait to give those a bit of a taste.
Okay,
Maybe a little bit of salt on top.
Yeah,
But to taste this delicious mac and cheese and help us out, we have the vice president of our mac and cheese committee here at The Good Stuff. Please welcome Amy. Madam Vice President. Yeah. So I'm so excited. Amy loves mac and cheese. So we've got to have somebody here who knows what they're talking about.
True story.
All right, shall we all dig in?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Amy's a producer here. She's nailing it. She's the best.
Hi,
I work
guys.
with her every day. She does voiceover with me. Okay.
True.
Shall we give it a bite?
I cannot wait.
Okay, want to go in?
Sure.
Are we going to do a mac and cheese cheers?
should, yeah.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.
To the vice president. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Sonia.
I wish we could share.
Oh my God. That crunchy. Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of The Good Stuff.